Local story here. FBI raids Calabasas home of YouTube star Jake Paul. No arrest planned. I don't know anything about the guy. I've heard his name in the news. I guess he has a brother as well. Just last month, Calabasas mayor said the city was considering taking legal action against Jake Paul for throwing a party at his home during the pandemic. That was last month. And granted, we're just at the start of August, but does it really take that long to file legal action if you're going to do it? He's not going to file legal action. This guy's probably rich and famous, so you know how that goes. FBI agents Wednesday served a search warrant on the Calabasas home of social media star Jake Paul as part of what authorities say is an ongoing investigation. I heard this individual was also down in Arizona somewhere partaking in the riots down there. The FBI raided the home in the 23,500 block of Parksouth Street at around 6 a.m. It's unclear if Paul was home at the time. Why didn't they go at like 3 or 4 in the morning? Come on, go earlier. No arrests were planned, the FBI said. The search warrant has been sealed by a judge, the spokesperson said. Multiple firearms were found on the property during the search, sources told the LA Times. One neighbor told CBSLA's Greg Mills he frequently hears explosions coming from Paul's house. Big loud explosions at night. These are just mysterious things in the night. Are they really mysterious? I'm thinking there's probably a couple things we can narrow it down to there, buddy. The 23-year-old Jake Paul and his older brother, 25-year-old Logan Paul, also a YouTube personality, are no strangers to controversy and legal hot water. Just last month, Calabasas' mayor said the city was considering taking legal action against Jake Paul for throwing a raucous party at his home in which people did not wear masks or physically distance amid the pandemic. Video from the party showed people playing on an excavator. Nice. How do you have an excavator at your house? You know you're living big time when you've got an excavator at your house. But once again, no charges were filed. In May of 2019, a woman reported to the LA County Sheriff's Department that she was drugged at a party at Jake Paul's home. You went to a party with a bunch of young clowns. What do you expect? Come on now. Back in December of 2017, Paul faced intense criticism after uploading a video of a dead body in Japan's so-called suicide forest. Have you seen any specials on that suicide forest? If you haven't seen that, I'd imagine a lot of you have heard of it, but if you haven't seen anything on that, go check it out. It's really eerie and creepy, right? It's, I wouldn't call it so-called. It seems to be legit. In December of 2018, a Studio City man was charged with abusing a tiger cub, which had appeared in a YouTube video posted by Logan Paul. So he just reposted another video where something was abused. Okay, well, he doesn't seem like the worst individual in the world. These individuals are young, in their 20s, they live in a mansion it looks like. You would expect them to be a little bit more on the wild side. Obviously, right? Young, wealthy, you'd expect them to be a little bit out there, right? Again, I don't know the dude's content. I'm not going to watch any of his content. All of this stuff doesn't seem like the makings of the worst person in the world. The woman getting drugged at the house, definitely not good. Hopefully nothing happened to her. See this on Drudge. What is this? Shut up. What are you talking about? The Democrats have destroyed any sense of morality. Yeah, whatever. We know. Personal choice, though. You forgot to mention he was involved in the riots in Scottsdale. Okay, we saw that. I had heard a little bit about that. I don't know if he actually did any physical damage or anything like that, or if he was just there filming it. This punk needs a good ass whooping. If we were in the 60s, his sorry ass would be in the U.S. Army basic training. Well, boomer really does sound like a boomer. It almost seems like that's a troll, like it's almost a ridiculous statement to say that just because somebody's a young punk, you're going to send him to the Army. Send him to basic training. Somebody says here, boomer, you need to relax. Mind your own life. Let the world spin as it will. And good thing it's not the 60s anymore. I actually agree with that. That being said, a lot of you individuals may be more familiar with this guy and may have more of an opinion about the guy. I don't have enough of an opinion about him. Just wanted to read some of the news that I saw, something local, in the event that some of you weren't familiar with it or didn't even care. All right, everybody. Hopefully I don't do another story on either one of these Paul brothers in the next year or so. Hopefully. All right, everybody. Take care. All the best.